Before I came here to shoot this episode, so I had a little bit of a dilemma. I had forgotten. Well, I didn't forget. I misplaced my SD card, and it's not the first time. I've done it before. So before I came here, on my way, I decided to stop at CVS real quick to purchase an SD card. And when I went to purchase it, I saw the price tag, and I nearly threw up. They were charging a 64 gig card for about $38 or $40. I can't even remember at this point. All I know it was over $30, and I was just dumbfounded. I just didn't understand why it was that expensive. So I mean, I was thinking to myself, I thought it was just a joke, but they were really saying it was like 35, $40 for a 64 gig card. It was just insane. I went on my phone, and I went on my phone. I Googled SD cards price, and it said at Target it was like $15 for a 64 gig card, $24 for a 128. No, scratch that, 256 card, a 256 card, and it still costs under $30. So I had to make a run to Target. Now Target's not too far from where I shoot this episode at, so it's fine. But still was a waste of time. And of course, Target had this regular prices, and it was I bought a 64 gig card for $15, but it was still a pain in the ass because I'm like, what's going on here? It just didn't make any sense. So word of the wise, CVS is not the place to buy SD cards because their prices must be different than everywhere else because of B&H and Adorama, Target, it's all the same price. CVS, on the other hand, I mean, they must be in their own little universe. I have no idea. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Lawrence of Brooklyn, the Notorious LOB. Yeah, I want to say sorry for that little rant. That might be something I might just try to implement on future episodes in terms of what's been bothering me in terms of this filming in general. There was another thing I wanted to talk about as well. I kind of wanted to add to that second rant, but one day I just went up and started watching Men in Black 2. I don't know why. It was just on regular television. I just happened to just come across and watch it. And I was watching it, and I was just thinking to myself, what happened to the movie songs? You know what I mean? Like, what happened to those songs that, that would go with the movie sometimes? Because I always get I was getting a little nostalgic because Will Smith was always, with the Men in Black series, he was always doing that. He did that for Men in Black 1 and 2. He did that for Wild Wild West, which was a huge hit. Titanic had something like that. Rush Hour had something like that. But, I don't really hear a lot of songs for movies anymore. I think the last time I heard it was Black Panther with Kendrick Lamar and Her. But that's about it. I don't really think they do it anymore, which is a shame. It's almost as going away like the dinosaurs, like the voiceover for trailers. In a world where things like that. I forget who's the guy that does that. He's famous for that, but they don't do that no more either. Everything is just titles. Every time you see a trailer, it's just titles. There's no voice over that anymore. I kind of miss that. I do kind of miss that, so I just wanted to add that a little bit. So I bet you guys are wondering what's been going on with me since I haven't been on here for a while. And to tell the truth, I've just been really busy. Also, my computer conked out. Sorry about that, but that's usually where I do a lot of my editing. So I had to try to change it up and do my editing at the studio that I'm at right now because they have editing stations. So I had to start using that now. Still kind of pissed off about my computer because I bought that for editing. I bought it for a reason, and now it has what they call the black screen of death. Why do I have it? I have no idea, but it seems to happen around 2015, 2016 iMacs. So If you know any help, let me know so I can get this fixed pronto. Because I know Apple's gonna charge me an arm and a leg for that crap. So basically, what I was doing was just just doing normal shoots. I had done some music videos. I did a music video for my friend. I just did a like a web series episode just yesterday. That was very tiring. And I think I also did the Be Free Awards not too long ago, and that was a lot. It was the Be Free Awards is a award show based off my organization, Brick, and it was great. It was my first award show that I've been in at Brick since 2015 or 2016, because ever since I haven't been going there, so this is kind of like my second one. So I was really proud of the work we did. It was a lot of work, but I'm happy that it turned out okay. So yeah, it was pretty cool. Also, besides just the regular stuff, just trying to get better at skills and try to get better at editing, just going out shooting more. I mean, I don't really put everything that I do out here as much as I should. I do like to I'm going to start using my GoPro a little bit more just to get more behind the scenes footage. I might have to get this little latch on my backpack, but I just been out there shooting for the last month and a half, just working and grinding, trying to get better. I'm getting better. I can tell from the way I'm shooting, from the responses I'm getting from the clientele. So I'm going to be putting some stuff on here very soon and just showing what I've been doing as of late. So it's been a wild ride. I mean, I keep saying, oh God. It's been a wild ride. You know what? I'm not going to say that no more because obviously it doesn't come out right. I feel like Stewie saying,
let me have some of that Cool Whip. What'd you say? You can't have a pie without Cool Whip.
Yeah, so besides that, I have just been doing me. I just take time for myself. I'm working and, it gets a little tiring after a while. We're getting really busy here at my job, so a lot of people now are starting to get more focused. And because of COVID, a lot of people still think that where we're at, we're not open, but now people are getting to realize we're open. So now people are starting to come in more, so it's starting to get a lot more busier and busier. So I don't really have much time to really come in and do a show here. So again, to all my fans, I apologize for that. But I will plan to keep doing more as I can. I have promised in the past that I was going to be out here more, but I didn't think my job would be a little bit more busier. So I apologize for that again. But I will come in when I can, and to shoot some videos here, just to keep you guys informed. Also, another thing. So also, I've been watching a lot more films as well, and getting back into movie watching. Going to theaters and just looking and seeing the type of films that are out there. The last film I saw was The Little Mermaid. I went to see that with a friend of mine. But I just wanted to see it. It was a beautiful film. I mean, people are gonna have their comments about it, regardless of what it is. Saying that it's this, is that, and I didn't really care about that. I just wanted to see if it was good, and it was good. It was really good. So I'm glad that Haley has, did her thing, and I hope this leads to better things for her in the future. That girl's the truth. That girl is the truth. Just her voice is very angelic. It's extremely angelic, and it was very hypnotizing too. I don't really care what color that woman is, as long as that woman knows how to sing. Not sing, sang, and that's what Haley did. She sang, and so I was really in love with that. So I'm happy that she's doing well. The movie may not be doing as well as it should. I think that really comes down from Disney and this backlash of Disney, but I'm not trying to get into all that. I think there's a lot of YouTubers who out there talking. They talk about that every day, but not on this channel. I look at the positives, not the negatives of things. The other movie, I've been watching other movies too. I plan on going and seeing The Flash, more or less. I know it's not, I'm just going to see it because I just love superhero films. I've always loved it, and I'm always going to be down to watch a good superhero film that looks cool, got Michael Keaton back, and so, we'll see what happens. They said it's okay, but, I learned a long time ago, I'm the judge of that. So I tell people, Go watch it, and then you be the judge of that. Base your opinions on what you see and what you do, not what other people see or do or say. Because I think that's too much of that nowadays. People making judgments on things that they have nothing about. They know nothing about. They just hear from one person, and then they think that's truth. They think that's truth, and it's not. So when it comes to films, you guys got to go watch the film. Watch it. I understand it's expensive, but you have to go watch it to make opinions about it. That's all I got to say. That's what I have to say about that. Well, speaking of that, speaking of films, I've also been looking at some documentary films. I actually saw this film on Netflix called Arnold, The Life of Arnold Schwarzenegger. And I thought, I always thought his life was already fascinating, but, getting into a deeper dive, it's he lived a very interesting life. And, one thing I took from that film is, he had a goal. And once he had a goal, he didn't let anything stop him. A lot of people could really take a lot of notes from him. He's not perfect. No one is. And I don't believe in celebrities of that nature. But you can take something from him in terms of just his dedication and his commitment and his discipline. Just the way he goes about his life, and he doesn't make excuses for himself. He just gets up, he knows what he needs to do, and he goes to sleep, and then he does it again the next day. He doesn't mess around. He needed to learn English, so he learned English better. He needed to get more pumped for his competitions. He stayed, instead of staying maybe 3 or 4 hours, he stayed at 5 or 6 hours. He did what he needed to do to be successful, and you can't get mad at someone like that. I've never been a documentary film person. I've always been more narrative. But I'm starting to really like more documentaries because I always thought they were more real than just regular films or films based off a true story or something like that. It doesn't really get into the grind of a person or a subject because there's only so much time you have. Plus it's scripted. So creative liberties at its best. So documentaries have, starting to be much more of a thing for me. It's just funny because I'm about to be part of this program actually to do a documentary. I'm a little nervous about that. I'm researching on this subject. I will also be putting that on the channel as well to get an idea. But I'll be doing a documentary. It will be over a 3-4 month process. It's something I've been wanting to do since 2015 when I really got into filmmaking, but I didn't really think I could pull it off, but I believe I can do it now. Still a lot of work because, like I said, I'm more narrative than researcher, but in this regard, the story I have is going to be pretty good. It's not on a specific place or event. It's on a person based out in Brooklyn, but I don't want to say nothing now. I just want to let you guys know that I'll be working on a documentary in the next upcoming months. So it'll be a lot more work, but I'm excited, and I hope everything goes well for that. So anyway, guys, that's all I have for today. I'll keep you updated on what's going on in my life. Not too intimate, of course, just the stuff I'm doing. Again, I apologize to people who been waiting on me for a while, but I don't put anything out there. I'm just I'm always empty, because I just don't document my life as much as most people do on here. Everybody here on YouTube just documents everything, and I kind of keep a lot of things close to the vest when it comes to certain things. When I'm out there meeting people, talking to people, I'm kind of intimate in that way. I just want people to know that they could be comfortable with me, and not everything's gonna be on social, because I just feel like everybody gotta put everything on social, and it doesn't have to be. That's why I don't put everything on social. Just a few little things here and there. Even on this channel, even here, I don't really put a lot. I do want to put some more, but this is more of what I do, not pretty much everything else. And sometimes even the person I'm working with may not want that, so I have to respect that. So you'll get some more from me. You'll get some more from me, so don't worry about that. But but that's just kind of where my head is. So guys, thank you again, for staying with me, and I'll see you soon.